Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's your guy, Mr. Press. And once again, man, I want to thank God for waking me up this morning. I also want to thank all my subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, pushing my channel up. Because this message to these kids about positivity and not making the wrong choices needs to be received by these young brothers and sisters, by the parents, to start implementing and talking to these kids on the regular and not going weeks without chopping it up with them, trying to find out what's going on with their mental, trying to find out what's going on in their social life, you know what I'm saying, be nosy, be detectives, instead of sitting around watching movies trying to figure out what's going on or who gonna do what in the movie. We need to be spending more time figuring out what our kids is doing that could possibly harm them or put them in a bad situation. On this video, man, I want to touch on a conversation that one of my homeboys was just having about parents and the parenting techniques, and we was talking about a specific area in parenting, which is your child's hygiene. Now, you know what I'm saying? I understand people have be tired. I understand people be busy, but you should never be too busy to make sure your kids have a decent haircut, don't have eye boogers, don't have stuff all over their face as they moving around your house, or especially when you go out in public. I'm noticing a trend that I see young brothers and sisters running around in the stores at Walmart or Sam's Club or everywhere that I go with their hair not combed, their hair unruly, their clothes dingy. And I don't know everybody's story, but I know this. Like me and my homeboy said, you know, back in the day when I was coming up, my mama and my grandparents were big on appearance, because it's a saying that if you look good, you feel good. So if you want your kids to feel good, then you should try your best to make them look presentable at all times, because these kids coming out the house with eye boogers and their head messed all up and their clothes all nasty. And it ain't about no high-priced clothes. It ain't about, you know, no high-priced hygiene products. You can, if you got to deal with Dollar General, if you know what I'm saying, got kids and you homeless, some shelters will provide the necessary stuff for you to take care of your kids and have them looking presentable, to make them feel good about themselves. Because too many times I've seen young brothers and sisters coming out the house. I used to get on my one of my family members' behinds about her kids when I go to pick her up and take her to the store. She be in a rush, her hair all over her head, you know what I'm saying, and her kids in the car, and I'm smelling a little must coming from the kids, and they got eye boogers, and their clothes got stains on them, and the shoes is dirty. And I used to be like, man, say, before we leave, we can't really go nowhere, because this ain't what's up. She's like, what you talking about, man? Shit, you need to go in there and get yourself together, and you need to get your kids together, because this ain't no good representation. And this was years back. Now, you know, when I see her and she stepping, she on point and her kids is on point, because I stayed on her behind, letting her know that if you keep on doing this, your kids gonna carry on this tradition that y'all gotta be in nasty, and it's just gonna keep going till somebody break it. So I had to break it, help her break it. But yeah, man, these kids, we can't do our kids like that. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Y'all mothers out there and y'all brothers out there that got kids, man, that even if you know what I'm saying, got joint custody and you get to spend a limited amount of time with your kids, when you do get your kids, you need to be teaching them about hygiene. You need to be teaching them about getting up in the morning, washing their face, you know what I'm saying, brushing their hair, combing their hair, brushing their teeth, putting deodorant on, you know what I'm saying? And give them that sense of pride to want to get up in the morning and look their best before they go tackle their day if they going to school. Because a lot of kids is getting bullied at school because they don't just even have the proper etiquette when it comes to hygiene. So they going to school stinking, they going to school looking dirty, and other kids is not going to be nice to them because they have no reason to be. They're going to shame them, they're going to talk bad about them. Then you got your kid holding in trauma coming from not being accepted. They're gonna be thinking, oh man, I'm not accepted. And when really it ain't even they ain't being accepted, it's just the fact that they nasty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know too many people trying to sit around, no clean person. Cause I know I don't want to sit around nobody stinking or nobody that look nasty. So yeah, brothers and sisters, if y'all seeing this video, man, take care of your kids. Make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do to be the best version of themselves. So when they come out into the world, people, because for real, like the way the world is, you know, everybody looking for a flaw. Everybody looking for something to drive a person about. And if you're giving them reasons, with coming out the house with your breath stinking, no deodorant on, your hair messed up, and dirty clothes on, they got a gang of ammunition to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be hard to overcome if you keep rocking like that. You keep being in that type of space. So yeah, man, brothers and sisters, man, work on getting your kids' hygiene in check. Work on getting your kids to be presentable. You know what I'm saying? They know, you know, it started in the house. It started with something as small as them brushing their teeth. It started small with them taking pride in their hair, keeping it groomed, no matter if it's long or short. Take pride in them having their school. Back when I was growing up, shit, we had our play shoes and we had our school shoes. We had our school clothes and we had our play clothes. And when I came home from school, it was automatic. You get out them, get your behind out your school clothes. Take them school shoes off. And you can put on the little ragged stuff you got to rip and run up and down the street, climb trees, ride bicycles, do flips in the yard, play basketball, play football, and all of that stuff. But it seems nowadays, I don't know where the disconnect happened with the mothers, because I done seen good, like, women with decent jobs and living in decent areas, and their kids look terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no sense of pride there, you know. And yeah, we need to work on that. We need to work on that, because that's gonna start them to become an outcast. And that's what I want to talk about. When your kid is coming up different, and if they coming up nasty, and everybody else is at school on point, then they're gonna feel like an outcast. So now they're gonna seek other little nasty kids to join their little nasty group to feel accepted. Now they outcast from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes being weird ain't cool. So I know this new millennium, this new age, we trying to pump up being weird as being cool, but in some instances, being weird is bogus. and really, it's too many weirdos out here anyway. You know, so man, let's get that in check. Let's get that in check, man, with these kids' hygiene, parents. Let's get it in check. Ain't no way on God's green earth I'm gonna let one of my kids walk out the door looking nasty without saying something to them. Now, if they go somewhere else and try to be nasty, That's on them. But they know they going against my rules and regulations. But yeah, man, we ain't trying to, not trying to produce a whole bunch of rejects and a whole bunch of outcasts, and then be wondering why they went to the dark side out here in the streets. They jumped in the game. My wife messing with me. They jumped into gangs and they jumped into criminal activity because they was outcast. You know what I'm saying? See, I felt like when I was coming up, just to speak on it for a second, when I was coming up, the reason I felt like I was an outcast is because I hung out with the thugs. See, back when I was growing up, being a thug wasn't cool. You was an outcast. I was the person the church members was saying, hey, look, yeah, stay away from, telling their kids, hey, stay away from dude right there. He a damn fool. And I heard also that before I got with the damn fools, became a damn fool myself. So that's what I'm saying. Birds of a feather flock together. And when your kids become an outcast, then they're susceptible to all type of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And so when they start doing crash dummy stuff, that's because you didn't check them before they got all the way out of control with their bogusness. When you get to seeing them doing bogus stuff, you're supposed to be right there on top of their head. Hold on, boy, you ain't supposed to be sparing their feelings and emotions. I heard a lot of parents got it bad about thinking that saying something to the kid gonna have them discombobulated, and they really care. Man, I don't give a damn about no kid being discombobulated. I'm on your ass. If you stinking, I'm gonna tell you stink. If your breath stink, I'm gonna tell you it stink. If you got eye boogers in your eyes, well, I didn't have, I wiped my face, I must not have got them. I don't even. Yeah, you need to go and get them before you get in my car, before you get ready to go to school. You need to make sure you take care of that. If your breath stinks, you need to get up out of this car and run back up in the house and brush your teeth. Yeah, if I smell some musk, hey, you got some deodorant on, what you got going? Oh, I might have forgot. You'll go on up there and, matter of fact, get the deodorant, put some deodorant on, then put the deodorant in the bag, in your bag. Yeah. Oh, your hair all over your head, you didn't comb your head, girl, you tripping. Boy, you tripping. Yeah, parents need to be more active in these kids' lives with giving them instructions, staying on top of them, and to make sure that the instruction, the rules and regulations become a habit, to where you ain't got to say nothing no more to them. To where you see them coming downstairs or they come jump in the car and they smelling good and fresh. And they done comb their hair, or they done brush their hair, you know what I'm saying? And they taking pride. You can see that glow on them, that they taking pride in how they look. And it's not for nobody else, it's for the kids to feel good about themselves. Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, man, we need to do a better job. The brothers and sisters that's slacking, the brothers and sisters that's claiming they super tired, and or they don't got time because they at work all day. You need to make time and get on your kids behind before they run up out the house misrepresenting you, if that ain't how you rock it. If you nasty, then of course, you know what I'm saying, you don't care. But if you take pride in yourself, there shouldn't be no way in hell that your kids is misrepresenting you by being nasty. Because they're on the road to destruction. They're on the road to destruction. Because that nastiness is gonna lead them down the wrong road. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, man, let's work on it. Let's get these kids in order. You know what I'm saying? Give them the rules and regulations. Make sure their hygiene, make sure everything is in check with these kids, so they won't be being ridiculed at school, won't be getting bullied at school, won't be getting ridiculed in life, won't be getting bullied in life to where they might have to do some crazy stuff. Mr. Press, man, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Man, let the ads play, let the TV play. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the support, man. Till next time, y'all take it easy.